As you can see, the pandemic is still going on. There's no one around, so I feel comfortable taking my mask off. Hi, my name is Phil Stein. Some of you might recognize me from the 90s, all the TV commercials I'd running. Days In, A1 steak sauce, get you here, get you right here. But for the last 20 years, I've been a New York City tour guide. We're in my neighborhood now, Greenwich Village. I was supposed to give a tour this past Saturday, another one this Saturday. About 12 people walking toward the village. But because of the pandemic, nothing. I lost all my business in spring and summer. I'll tell you, hope this pandemic ends soon. Another few months, I'm not gonna know what to do with my hair. What I'm thinking of, either go pigtails or payas. Pigtails or payas. That'd be a good title for my books of poetry. Pandemic poem, pigtails or payas, pandemic poetry. Anyway, while we're here, is to talk about this gray structure here. This used to be my father's gas station. So from 1954 to 1969, this was an Esso station. In front of it was 3 pumps, 2 regular, 1 high test. Right above the doorway, it said Jack Service Station. And over here on the corner here, there's a big oval sign that said Esso. So he had this station from 1954 to 1969, then he sold it, and he started working for the Transit Authority. If you look behind me at catty corner from the station, this massive complex is Westbeth. Now it's an artist complex. It opened in 1970. But up until 1969, there was Bell Laboratories. Some of the finest scientists at Bell Telephone worked at those labs. They invented radar there, transistor, and color television. Also, notice the High Line, the very popular High Line Park. If you go north, 6 blocks north, that's where it begins. And you can see where the High Line was cut off here. So from here, you go south of here, about 10 blocks, is the High Line used to end, St. John's Terminal. And this is the West Village houses on that side of the street. What was there 50, 60 years ago was all trucking platforms, all trucking down there. That's when the docks were up and running. When this area, like on Washington Street here, on a typical weekday, there'd be caravans of trucks. As you see, it's nothing. It's like dead. It's like Little House on the Prairie. Even before the pandemic, very few trucks are here anymore. Since the docks closed, that was it. One of my highlights of growing up, on Saturdays, every once in a while, my father would take me to work in his gas station. So we lived in the Bronx at that time. We'd come down the West Side Highway, see all the ships lining up there on the docks. And then lunchtime was a big thrill. I used to get to eat lunch with him and all the longshoremen, truck drivers, factory workers. Right around the corner here on 11th Street, there's a restaurant called Benny's. Now it's Wassail, it's an Austrian restaurant. But Benny's is a kind of restaurant for the workmen. Sawdust on the floor, no 2 chairs matched in the whole restaurant. I used to feel like a real man there. A young kid, all the men. Better get back home. It's been out too late. See you in the hood.